When you hear the phrase GNBN, what it means is good news and bad news. And it's kind of code language with a lot of campaign consultants and campaign experts. And that is that candidates always want to be prepared with some good news to counterbalance bad news that might occur that is not under their control. Here's how it works. Let's say you are running for president. Let's say one of your former closest friends, advisors, maybe even, let's say, the chief of your police in a major American city, suddenly is going to come under indictment by the authorities for corruption. Let's say something along these lines right here. This, of course, is Bernie Kerik, who is Mayor Giuliani's close friend, who this week was indicted on corruption charges. Lots of different things. Most people don't understand the details, but it has to do with campaign finance and so on. Obviously, the campaign knows that this is coming up. What do you do about it? Well, here's what you do. This is the good news. The other one was the bad news story. And the good news story is basically that Mayor Giuliani was endorsed for president by Pat Robertson, a famous evangelical head of an evangelical group and a person who ran for president as a conservative Republican and is fairly well respected still among Republicans. Can I give you another example of that? Sure, I can. Hillary Clinton had a lot of trouble in a debate. She was basically attacked by all the other Democrats for waffling on the question of whether illegal immigrants should have driver's licenses. So that was the BN part of the bad news part of that week for her. So what did the Clinton campaign do? Well, they suddenly announced the day after the debate that Hillary Clinton had been endorsed by AFSCME, the American Federation of State, County, and Municipal Employees, which is one of the largest and a very powerful union that has obviously members everywhere in every state, municipality, and county in the United States. Very big endorsement. So what is the lesson here? The lesson is that campaigns always have essentially a defense ready when they are struck with an offense, or when bad news breaks, when something goes negative. Campaigns try to always have something positive ready to launch, because then it turns the story into well, there's some good news and some bad news on the Giuliani campaign, on the Clinton campaign, or whatever the campaign is. And it is a very deliberate and sophisticated strategy. I would not be at all surprised. In fact, I've heard this from several people, that Mayor Giuliani had asked Pat Robertson to endorse him, but because he knew when the indictment of his friend and former police chief was coming up, that he basically asked to time it essentially so that it would coincide with that bad news. Politics is very scripted, and it's very produced. It's just like a soap opera. Anyway, remember, good news, bad news.